Angela Maurer is back again, and she seems to get better year after year, despite being twice as old as some of her elite competitors. The 36-year-old mother of one child, she has a perspective on life that is cool-headed, calm, and composed, which all serve her very well in the chaotic cacophony of competition. She qualified for the Olympic 10K marathon swim at the 2012 London Olympics as one of the top 10 10K swimmers in the world. She just barely lost the 25K World Championship in a heroic silver medal performance in Shanghai. And she won the 2011 FINA 10K Marathon Swimming World Cups. Angela Maurer is a worthy nominee for the 2011 World Open Water Swimming Woman of the Year.
I give my best because in the last yellow boy I try to keep the feet from Poljana, and I know that the others push very hard, so I just try to keep her feet and concentrate it to the finish and see it come, and it was amazing. I just swimming, I was not thinking anything. I just swim and you can get a medal, you can get a medal.
Bună ziua, dragi prieteni, vă salut pe toți și mă bucur că ne revedem, de data aceasta cu o invitată de marcă, al cărui curriculum vitae aș vrea să vi-l citesc pentru că este impresionant și cred că e mai bine să vi-l prezint înainte, după care, evident, vom intra în legătură cu dumneei. Este vorba de doamna Angela Maurer și haideți să vă spun cam care este CV-ul dumneei. În 1983 și-a început activitatea de înotător, înotătorul clasic, înotând în mod special spate și mixt. În 1997 este calificată la europeană de la Sevilla și obține acolo un loc 6. Este prima dumneei competiție importantă. În 2004 se oprește din activitate pentru că a dat naștere fiului ei, Maxim. În 2005 reîncepe pregătirea pentru visul pe care l-a avut întotdeauna, acela de a participa la Olimpiadă. 2006, anul 2006 este de departe cel mai bun al carierei dânsei, fiind campioană europeană la 10 km și la 25 de km ape deschise. În același timp, în 2006 devine și campioană mondială la 25 de km. În 2008 participă la Jocurile Olimpice și ocupă locul 4 la proba de 10 km. În 2009 devine campioană mondială la 25 de km. În același an, 2009, este, încununată cu titlul de înotătoare anului în ape deschise din Europa. Practic, FINA i-a acordat de 5 ori titlul de World Cup winner în clasamentul general. A participat la 15 ediții de campionat mondial și a obținut 12 medalii. A participat la 10 campionate europene și a obținut 10 medalii. În 2012 a participat la Jocurile Olimpice și a ocupat locul 5 la proba de 10 km. A notat în toată activitatea dânsei de 2 ori în jurul lumii, adică circa 80.000 de kilometri. Eu cred că este un palmares impresionant și haideți să vă prezint pe Angela.
I say hello everybody. I'm Angela.
Hi, Angela.
Hi, I'm Angela Maurer from Germany, and I'm an open water swimmer.
Okay. Thank you for being here today with us because we have a lot of questions about what you are doing and about your activity. And please let me ask you at the beginning, did you ever been in Romania?
No,
No.
but
Okay.
I hope I will come.
Yes, for sure you will come. I will present you a surprise later. At the beginning, I want to ask you, because everybody in the discussions start with this topic. Please tell us how was the pandemic period in Germany about swimming, of course.
Exactly on 16th of March, my training center closed. And that means I could not swim anymore. And I can't also go in the gym. And I try to find another possibilities. I start with dumbbell training with my brother in his apartment. And sometimes I go in the basement and I have the rowing ergometer. And of course, we have also river here, the Rhine. And sometimes I go swimming in the river with my wetsuit. But I can say this is not the same like in the swimming pool, which I had before. And for me, of course, it was very difficult because instead 6 hours training, I have only 2 till 3 hours training. And I really missing the body exercises. And then I get also mentally problems of that. And now I really realize how much is it important to tapering after 24 years of water swimming. I mean, a lot of meters which I swim in the training and also in the competitions. I swim in my career 80,000 kilometers. And this was not easy for me.
Yeah. This is what about you, but do you know, I don't know, the feeling in this branch of swimmers clubs, they had a lot of problems because of this, I think, no?
Yes, most of the swimmers in Germany couldn't swim. I only know that our national athletes have the possibility to swim in our national center in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
But I only heard it. I was never there how it went there.
I see.
So I think the best had the possibility. But this was only a small group, maybe 20 or 30 swimmers.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the swimmers, I mean, a lot of swimmers are in Germany, did the same like me. Sometimes, for example, my coach has also swimmers, and they do only 3 times a week video training.
Yeah. So it was hard, but we are optimistic that in a short time everything will be reopened for trainings or competition. Not yet, but trainings. In Germany, you start the training for the swimmers generally.
Yes, in our pools open now,
Mm-hmm.
also for the clubs, and they try also open for the public swimmers. But it changed a lot. Of course, we in Wiesbaden have good possibilities. We have exactly 6 swimming pools.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want that all of the swimmers come back again, you need a lot of space. I practiced this morning in the outdoor pool, and I see how is it, and I was surprised. But I think it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
On 50-meter pool, I think a lot. It's much better. But you need, when you have before 1 line, you need now 2 lines. That means one line to swim up, and then you make turn and change the line and come back. So it would not be the same like before.
Yes. In Romania, we have now from yesterday.
And I'm not sure everybody is
Sorry?
enough space. I'm not sure that will be for everybody not enough space.
Yes, this is for sure. But
And
it's
we
better
have-
than nothing.
Yes, but we have also to keep the distance from 1.5 meter exactly.
Mhm. Yeah. In Romania, we just last evening we found the information coming from the government that starting with 1st of June, the professional athletes in January will start trainings, and probably starting 15th of June, the other athletes will be able to train again. So we have a lot of emotions about this, because probably will be very strict rules for everybody. This is for sure, as you told us before. I want to, because in Romania we don't have I don't know how I say this branch of swimming, open water swimming, is not so developed in Romania, and I want to find more, as I'm sure that our audience is eager to find things about open waters. Please tell me the trainings, preparation for swimming, for open water swimming, it's different that the other swimming, in the swimming pool.
Yes, of course, I would say yes, because I mean, first it's important for the younger swimmer. Of course, then they are good freestyle swimmers in 400 until 1500 meter.
Yeah.
And it's also important that they keep the training parallel to the swimming pool, because in open water it's very expensive. It's very important to have experience, and that means for the younger swimmers, when you need only 1 year in the swimming pool, you need 2 or 3 years to come successful in the open water. And it's also, I mean, the coach is also important, because the coach must teach you to concentrate for a longer time. It means if you start with 5K, it means only 1 hour, or if you swim 10K, it means 2 hours. You have to learn to concentrate to swim so long time, and it's totally different, like in the swimming pool, because you swim there only some minutes and then you are finished with the competition.
Yeah.
That is the most different.
Yeah. Probably the mental aspect is very important for the open water swimmers, no?
Yes, I think it's not so much important that we say, oh, now you are in the open water, especially for the youngers. Now we have to swim so much more in the swimming pool for the training. First, it's important that they have fun, that they come successful in without any breath, and just try to swim. And how is the feeling in the open water? Because it's totally different. You have no lines. You have many swimmers on a
Behind you.
many swimmers. You have to swim in a group, and in the open water you have your own line. This is totally different, and you have to learn it step by step. Of course, the coach is really important for this.
Yeah, and I think also it's a big difficulty because of the currents. in the water because of the waves, no?
Yes, of course, it's totally different because you have all the time different water conditions or also outer conditions. Sometimes you have waves.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have cold water, because now it's not so much a problem anymore because you can use the wetsuit. But it's also different for a pool swimmer if they use the first time to swim with a wetsuit. You must train that. And some good open water swimmers are not the same in wetsuit. It depends how you can manage, how you feel in the competition. It's totally different.
Yeah. Yeah. I even I don't know almost anything about this activity. I'm sure that it's very different than swimming in the swimming pool.
And of course, it's if they want to, they have to practice, not before the competition. They have to practice in the open water earlier. I mean, if they decide I want also to go in the open water, I mean, you can, when you are younger, you can swim both on a high level, but you have to practice before, not short before the competition. I mean,
Yeah.
you have the Black Sea, so it's really perfect to exercise in the open water before with the young swimmers.
Yes, that's why I just for sometimes I think that in the next year calendar we want to introduce an event on the seaside, of course, in open waters. For example, last year we had 10 competitions for Swimming Performance League, but all these 10 competitions were in the swimming pool. For the next year, we want to reduce the number of the competitions in the pool and to make 1 or 2 competitions in open waters. So your advices will be fantastic for us to make this first step in this new field, you know. Do you think yes, you mentioned something about the mentality, because of course it's very different that swimming in a pool. But how do you think in generally we can create or we can support to create a winning mentality for the swimmers? Because as a child you have a lot of I don't know, problems of understanding why I must do this or why I must do that. So all the kids, as I saw in the last years, are eager to make results, to be on the podiums, but when they try hard, a lot of them, stay at home. So how do you think it's better to facilitate, to create this winning mentality, to be better day by day, to something like this? How do you think about this?
Yes, I see. We are all individual. We have a lot of swimmers, but only young swimmer have to find his own way. And when the swimmer are young, the coach is very, very important. I mean, you need a coach, a good coach with a lot of experience. That means that the coach had a lot of swimmers to teach. And also important is to be successful is to be in a good swimming group. I mean, in a good team. You cannot, when you are young, swim alone, and you cannot be the best with that. It's my opinion.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I had a big swimming team. We was around 30 swimmers.
Mm-hmm.
And for few example, what I mean, what is a winner mentality? Or we need a winner mentality to be successful. I like to give you the example of Thomas Lutz. Thomas Lutz is a swimmer. He can work really, really hard, day for day for day. And he goes to the competition with only one goal. I want to win. But Thomas Lutz have the 100% possibility, I mean the physical strength and the mental strength. But you can also be a swimmer who is not like Thomas Lutz. They can swim sometimes hard, sometimes not so hard. But then is very important the coach, because the coach must understand that which kind of swimmer I have in that moment, and have to concentrate with the swimmer to prepare the swimmer on the day X.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yes,
And
of course.
the swimmer can also be a winner on the day X.
Yeah.
And if you ask me if I have the winner mentality, I would not say that's actually about me. Because for me it was more important the journey. I mean, for me was the journey, the part of the finish line. And I never I never go in a competition and say, today I have to win. I say always, I give everything, and then I will see what will happen in the race.
Yeah.
And for me, it was also important to enjoy my way. And I think this is the reason why I swim until now. Because of course I win a lot of medals in the competition. Of course, I like also to win a competition and I enjoy it. But this was never my goal. For me, was the way more important. And I say all the time, work hard, but enjoy and be relaxed. This is my way. And so every swimmer have to find a way with his own coach. And there are a lot of ways to be successful in the end. And swimming is much more than medals. Swimming is much more than to feel like a champion. You can feel like always a champion if you say, I give everything in the training and I give everything in the competition. It doesn't matter which place will comes in the end.
Yeah.
It's my opinion, or my advice for a swimmer. Of course, you have lots of good days. You feel tired. You have stress with I don't know, with the parents, with the girlfriend, with the friend. But the secret, my secret is train day for day, week for week, month for month, year for year.
I have a question from Alexander. Can you be professional open water swimmer if you are not good in 800 and 1500?
I can only speak about me. I was not a special freestyle swimmer when I was in the pool. I was a backstroke swimmer, and I was a 400 medley swimmer. And if you see the swimmers, I can compare last year. Take Gregorio Paltinieri, 1500 meter swimmer, the fastest in the world, or one of the fastest in the world. And we take our German Rob Muffels. He swim on 1500 exactly around 50 seconds slower. And Rob Muffels beat Paltinieri.
Yeah.
Because Rob Muffels has more experience, was more clever in the end, was maybe on 10K more stronger, have more skills to fight. Of course, Paltinieri is new in the open water. That means if you have experience, you can win a lot.
Yeah.
Of course, if you swim too slow on 800 or 1500, you will never win a race. But for example, in the women's race, we have swimmers from 820 until 850. And for example, Ana Marcela Cunha is not the fastest swimmer in 800 or 1500, but she wins a lot of races.
Yeah.
It's not in the open water. It's not only to have the fastest speed on pool times. There's much, much more. What you speak before. It's the conditions outside. It's the mentally strange. It's the body strange. It's the experience. It's the cleverness, to be clever. It's the tactic. It's your coach.
Yeah.
It's the feeding potence. It's so much more. So I would not say you will be the best only when you are the best in the swimming pool.
Yeah.
I think with Rob Muffels it's a really good example. And when I won a medal 10K in Barcelona, I was 38, and I'm sure I'm not the fastest 800 meter swimmer, but I know I'm the most experienced open water swimmer in the world, and use only my experience.
Yeah. I have for you another question. Mr. Malenko is full of subjects. Yes, you must answer because the question is for you.
Okay.
Of course, it's about discipline, no?
Yes, of course, we need a lot of discipline. I mean, what is discipline? For me, it's discipline.
What you said before, work, work, work.
Yes, for me, it's discipline. If you can train every day hard, and that means many years, and it means also the swimmers must say, I want to be successful. Me, not the coach, not the parents, no one. Me. It's only me in that moment. The coach and the friends and the parents, and I don't know who else can support me in my way. But I have to go in the water and have to swim and have to train. And I never say I didn't swim because of my coach. I don't care if my coach angry on this day. Of course, he will also have not good days, but I will train in the water also.
Yeah.
But this means for me professional training.
Sorry?
This means for me professional training. First, I
Yes.
must be professional.
Yeah. Of course. Can you tell us which was the most important moment in your career? A very happy moment in your career, of course.
Yes. For me was the most important moment in my career when I heard 10K will be in the Olympic Games.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because when I started swimming, I was a young girl, and my dream was always I want to swim the Olympic Games. And in 2005, the dream comes true.
Mm-hmm.
And in this moment, when I heard it, I had 3-month-old son, and I finished in that moment with swimming, of course. And that was the only reason that I started come back, because of the Olympic dream. Yes, I was there 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit late, but okay.
Wow. Yeah. And you did well in that in your first Olympic game, no? 4th place, I think.
Yes. Yes.
Please tell me, because I want to ask you also about one bad moment in your career, because I saw something on the YouTube about, I don't know, European champion, or I don't know exactly where the moment was, when you were first, and after 2 minutes the officials announced that you are second. In which competition was this?
I had this exactly 2 times in my life, what you said now.
Yeah.
First was the 25K in the Europeans 2010 in Budapest. I swim there side to side with Olga from the Olgas, and I was touching the finish, and I see my name, but after 3 minutes or something like that, it changed because they made a photo finish. And I was really disappointed about that, because the first moment you feel really like a winner.
Yeah.
And after this, you feel you cannot be happy in this moment about silver. You feel in that moment, oh, I lose the title.
Yeah.
And
think
the second time was 2013 in Barcelona on 25. But I mean, Europeans and world championship, it's a little bit different for me. In that moment, I was really, really happy and think, oh, wow, I'm world champion again. Because you get not so many chances in a race to fight for the gold medal. You have maybe only some races where you can think, now I can win really the gold medal. And this was the same. I swim side to side to Martina Grimaldi, and I was 2 meters before the finish. I was first, but I was not concentrate in this moment enough, and I lose the touch only because of the touch. And then they made the photo finish again, and after 3 minutes they changed. And I was crying so much, and I could not be happy about the silver on this day. Of course, I not show on the ceremony, but I was
inside you,
and cannot be happy of the silver medal. Okay, some days later I say it was my mistake, only your mistake. if you have to be more concentrated in the finish and in the end, maybe you get the gold medal.
Yeah.
But this is the life sometimes.
Yes, of course. And I try to understand what an athlete can feel after he realized that it was first, and after 3 minutes somebody. No, this is a not comfortable feeling.
No,
I'm
it's
sure
horrible.
about.
This feeling in this moment, it's horrible.
Mhm.
But I have also, you asked before, in the Olympics in Beijing, I was fourth. And
Yeah.
I remember I really miss closely the medal. Of course, in this race, I tried in the finish everything. I swim behind Larissa, then I changed the side to the English girls, Great Britain girls, it was two of them. Then I changed again the side to Larissa, and I missed the medal exactly 0.9 seconds.
Mhm.
And of course, for me, was the medal a dream because of my results, what I had before.
Mhm.
And I was, after the race, very, very disappointed. I cried a lot. But in this moment, I remember, I also say, I'm not finished here with the Olympic Games. I will come back.
Mhm.
And that was the reason why I come back in London. I missed also the medal. And after London, I say, I don't know what I will do. The medal was not really anymore the goal. But when I had the medal 2013 on 10K in Barcelona, of course, my dreams come back to dream for a medal again in the Olympics. Because I know Rio will more my conditions, what I love. Sea, wavy water. So I try again.
Yeah. This is a history.
This is my special Olympic story.
Yeah.
But this means for me, from 2008 until now, 12 years more swimming.
Mhm. Came back in our days. I can have your promises that in, I don't know, probably at the end of September or the beginning of October, we can do something in Romania, a conference or something like this for the coaches and for the people who are interested in find interesting things from specialists, from you and Malenko and Walter Bolognani, who also promised me that he will be here. Can I have your promise?
Yes. When the
Thank you so much.
when the champion say yes, means yes.
I'm sure about this. So we will keep in touch, and I will establish with you and Walter Bolognani when will be the best period for doing this, because as I told you, I want to promote as much as possible swimming in Romania and to create more emulation about this fantastic sport. By the way, I'm not a swimmer, but I understand very well what is the potential of this sport and the importance of this sport for the kids, for the youngs, and of course for the performance swimmers. And that's why I want, with your help and Walter and Alexander, I want to promote as much as possible this sport.
All right. Thank you very much for your invitation for the interview. Thank you very much for the invitation in September.
it was very interesting and warm discussion. It's this is exactly what Walter said before last week. We must to communicate each other. We must to give information because this is the most important thing, to communicate and to transmit all the our experiences, our information, or something like this, So
I think we have to give our experience back to the swimming community.
Exactly.
For the it's very important because swimming is so nice, and I said in the end, swimming is much more than only medals.
Yes, exactly.
Swimming is our world. Swimming is my life. Swimming is my passion, and it's not only medals. It was not never only the medals.
Mm-hmm.
It's important the way.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So Angie, thank you so much for being here today with us, and we keep in touch for the next projects that we try to create together. Thank you again. Thank you so much for your time and for your having here with us, and all the best for you and your family.
For you the same, for my family. Keep in touch, Aurel.
Okay. Thank you.
Healthy. Stay healthy. I'm sure better time will come.
Yes, for sure. I'm very optimistic. Okay.
Aurel, bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Angela Maurer is back again, and she seems to get better year after year, despite being twice as old as some of her elite competitors. The 36-year-old mother of one child, she has a perspective on life that is cool-headed, calm, and composed, which all serve her very well in the chaotic cacophony of competition. She qualified for the Olympic 10K marathon swim at the 2012 London Olympics as one of the top 10 10K swimmers in the world. She just barely lost the 25K World Championship in a heroic silver medal performance in Shanghai. And she won the 2011 FINA 10K Marathon Swimming World Cups. Angela Maurer is a worthy nominee for the 2011 World Open Water Swimming Woman of the Year.
I give my best because in the last yellow boy I try to keep the feet from Poljana, and I know that the others push very hard, so I just try to keep her feet and concentrated to the finish and see it come, and it was amazing. I just swimming, I was not thinking anything. I just swim and you can get a medal, you can get a medal.